Welcome to SBC PTI. I'm here, Michael Grolnick, with Felix Robinson and Jonah Castle. Today, we're going to be talking about the best wide receiver in the NFL. So, Felix, why don't you start?
You got to talk about guys who took their team far and were the best wide receiver on just a good team, and that's Jamar Chase. He's got the chemistry with Joe Burrow, and I think really what we're talking about is who's going to be the best next year, and he and Joe Burrow's relationship is going to continue to grow. They were there at LSU together. They were there with the Bengals. They took them far. He led in yards per attempt last year. He's only 22. He's only going to get better. He's only going to get stronger. He's got a great work ethic, and I think he's going to be very hungry after that destroying Super Bowl loss that he and Joe Burrow suffered together.
So Jamar Chase is good. He broke a lot of rookie records. But let's talk about the guy who had those rookie records before Jamar Chase. Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the NFL right now.
Who's his quarterback?
Kirk Cousins.
He's
Why does
terrible.
that matter?
He's a scrub.
We're not talking about the best quarterback in the league, are we? Justin Jefferson has the most yards of any player in the past 2 years, which is 5,000. No, not 5. Excuse me, not 5,000. 3,000. Like, how? And those were in his first 2 years. He's incredible. He can go deep. He can go medium. He can go short. He can catch. He made his own dance and now everybody does it in the league. Like, how is that not the best wide receiver in the league?
First of all, Winnie the Pooh invented the gritty. Winnie the Pooh and Elf pioneered the gritty, and so therefore you cannot credit that to him. Second of all, if you're going to get that many yards, you need to have chemistry with your quarterback, and I think as Kirk Cousins gets older, which he is, he's going to get worse. And I know, I'm not trying to say he's not talented, but I think his production is going to fall off next year, because I don't think Kirk Cousins can be the quarterback that he needs him to be, whereas Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are both going to be hungry. They're both going to be ready. They're both going to be dominant on a team that is all around so much stronger than your week-old Vikings.
I think you're putting too much faith in a player who has only had one good year. Justin Jefferson has had 2 straight really good years.
One incredible year. One unbelievable year. 1 year where he led in yards per attempt. He was up there on the yards total chart. He was absolutely blowing by guys.
Chart?
Yeah, I was ahead of you. He was blowing by guys, and he was doing things that, sure, you did then, but I don't think you're going to continue to do it because I think defenders are figuring you out. You're fast, but I don't think Justin Jefferson will continue the production.
So you're talking about production with Kirk Cousins, but you're not including the fact that the Bengals have 3 really good wide receivers, Jamar Chase being one of them. The Vikings have Adam Thielen, but no one really else. Adam Thielen getting older, and Justin Jefferson is going to take that role. Adam Thielen is he's old.
So we can both agree that Adam Thielen.
Before this gets too heated, we got to move on to our next topic: the best defensive player in the NFL currently. Jonah, who you got?
So, TJ Watt just won Defensive Player of the Year, but I'm not going TJ Watt because I'm going Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey is a shutdown cornerback, and he makes the plays when he has to. He doesn't have the best stats. He only had 4 interceptions last year, but he can tackle. He can hit. Have you seen him knock somebody over?
You want to talk about knocking guys over and making plays when you have to? How about the guy that won the Super Bowl with the Super Bowl winning play? I'm talking Aaron Donald. He sacked Joe Burrow on what would have been the game-winning drive. He put a ring on it. He is incredible. He is dominant on what is a great line. 3.5 sacks in the postseason. This man's 280 pounds of sheer muscle. I think you're trying to talk about tackling ability. Best tackler in the league right here. He is going to be dominant if he comes back this year, which he will. I'm sure of it. There's no reason not to on this great line with this great team. I would say a cornerback can lock down one guy, and a good defensive lineman can lock down a whole defense.
You're talking about rings, but you might forget, Jalen Ramsey also got one last season. And you're talking about good defenses. He was a member of one of the best defenses of the past decade, sacks in 2017. And he was a major part of that. And when he was very young in his, I believe, first or second year. And he's still in his prime. Aaron Donald's getting older. This could have been his last season.
They did fail to get to the Super Bowl that year, though, the Saxonville year.
That's true. He did run into Tom Brady. But this year, the Rams ran into Tom Brady. And Jalen Ramsey was on that team, and they got past.
Well, Aaron Donald was on that team, too. I'd say they're both incredible talents.
Anyways, some really great takes. Personally, I got TJ Watt, like Jonas said earlier. But that's all we have today. For PTI SBC, I'm Michael Grolnick.